Are you ready for the game?
This is how I talk normal, and then I get real mad.
You sound nothing like Triple H.
I'm Dave Mustaine.
Who?
Foreclosure of a dream.
Welcome to the charity strike. And now, the guys who put the S, T, and D into Stud Muffin, Trigger Mike, and Rebound.
Yeah, we do. STD all up in your business.
That's right. All over your face.
Ooh. Welcome, everybody. It's Charity Strike Sports Podcast. We're bringing you the best and the worst, but mostly the worst sports news from throughout the week. I'm Greg, the Rebound Jones, sitting across from me. Strangely playing with his balls. That's Trigger Mike.
Welcome to Monday, Mike. Raw.
You know, usually when you do it and you have your little bit of Vince going,
Yeah.
much better than your awful triple.
All right.
Yeah.
Let me,
You gonna take two? Take
Monday, Mike. Raw.
I like that better.
Yeah.
I think that's a keeper.
I get the deep, angry Vince going.
Yeah. Sometimes after I eat some really greasy bacon, I can do a Shawn Michaels. You know, but other than that,
You got to get that cross-eye working, though.
I can do younger Shawn Michaels.
Sure, yeah.
Younger Shawn Michaels. So, anyways, welcome to the show. Like I said, we got lots of sports stuff for you. Lots of trades went down in the NBA last week with the whole trade deadline going on. We got an announcement about Dr. Bob, the sports doc, joining us.
Yeah.
We got to talk about that a little bit later on. Mr. Cubs finally found a resting home. There's some boxing match I don't give a shit about. And lots of good football stories with lots of good intros.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, lots of intros in football.
Thank you, football news.
Yeah.
You've made my work worth it this week.
Football is really going to pay off for all of Mike's parodies.
That's right.
But let's start things off with a little basketball.
Love basketball, you love basketball, then say yeah. I love basketball, you love basketball.
Oh, yeah. So the trade deadline, as I said, last week, lots of trades were made. Biggest amount of players moved in NBA
It was
history.
a fucking ton.
Yeah, one day. I think it was, I forget the percent. It was like 10% of all players.
Jesus Christ.
No, 8%. 8%.
Makes you feel like you've got job security, huh?
Right. Apparently not.
Especially playing for Philadelphia. You're like, when am I leaving? I just arrived. When am I leaving, guys?
Right. Surprisingly, no one picked up Bynum. One of the weirder trades of the day that no one really saw coming until the end was Kevin Garnett waived his trade clause to allow himself to return to Minnesota.
You know, at first he wasn't going to do it because Brooklyn's still technically in the playoff hunt, but they're not going to win a title.
No,
they're like getting ready to ship off Brooke Lopez as well. So
playoff hunt is generous.
Yeah, I mean, just because they're in the East, that's why they're in the playoff hunt.
Right.
And you think about it, if this is his last year, which this tells me it is, why not retire where you started? The team that I guess
he
brought you in.
Brought fame to.
And yeah, he brought
vice
fame to
versa.
Minnesota. They were shit before him.
I mean, he's not going out on top either way. Why not just stay put and collect your money? It's weird to me because he's not a LeBron type. He's not going to go and dominate the league and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
You know, LeBron had a reason to go back. And that's the thing. LeBron went back to his hometown, not just his draft town. Kevin Garnett's not from Minnesota.
No, but Flip Saunders is there, and that was his coach when he came out. He's still the man over there. You know,
Came out of the closet.
It's nostalgic for him. I think it's like, you know what? Might as well this season's been shit. Might as well go back home.
Ever since he left the Celtics, it's been shit.
Yeah, it has.
Loser.
Mm-hmm.
Goran Dragic, as I like to call him. Dragic. He got shipped off to Miami from Phoenix.
It's a great pickup for him.
Two-
It's a bigger upgrade.
2 first-rounders?
Yeah, it's not worth 2
No,
first-rounders.
they overpaid.
Well, then again, he's willing to stay there, so maybe it is worth it.
He didn't sign anything.
To get with this type of point guard, it takes years of development.
Yeah.
He's finally got that development under him, so they don't have to then bring someone in and develop him.
He's
they can
got-
then again win it right now if they really want to.
Nothing signed that says he'll be there come next season.
It was them, New York or L.A. that he wanted to go to.
I'm glad LA did not overspend for him. I was afraid they're going to give up their draft picks, which are going to be great this year.
Right.
And we would get Dragic instead, and he'd pull a Steve Nash or something because he's white and from Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
I would rather us give him a big contract during the summer.
Right.
If we're going to try and get him, not trade away our valuable assets. So I'm glad the Lakers did not heavily pursue this.
Yeah, they're finally being patient on what they do.
Yeah, speaking of Lakers, Kupchak said he's not going to, Mitch Kupchak said he's not going to pad the team just so Kobe can have one last ring on his way out.
Well,
it's about goddamn time.
I don't think you're going to be able to pad that team in one offseason anyways.
No, unless you want to pick up Dragic. And I got to stop saying Dragic because now I say it by accident.
Now it's in your head.
Yeah, Dragic, Marc Gasol. Pick up those guys.
See, yeah, if they could get Marc Gasol,
they
then
can.
pick up Dragic.
Yeah.
It would make sense. But I don't think Marc Gasol is going to go there.
I don't know.
I think he's staying in Memphis.
Yeah, we'll see. Back to the trades. Phoenix also dumped Isaiah Thomas to the Celtics. They still
got rid of some point guards.
Yeah, they still have 8 left.
They do.
Yeah,
they actually picked another one up in that same trade.
Yeah.
So
nobody cares about.
No.
Denver sends Aaron Aflalo to the Blazers and JaVale McGee to the 76ers. Denver's
poor
dumping.
JaVale McGee.
Yeah, I know.
He's like, look, I could be a role player on a great team.
Right, just let me do something, goddammit.
Sixers like, don't worry. In the offseason, we're trading you for a draft pick
right.
anyways.
You know, the
It's
one
okay.
year that he had good stats, I happened to have him on my fantasy team. And he was fucking blowing it up. He was great off the bench.
Double-double.
Yeah, but never since then.
Nope.
He had the rebound jinx after that.
Yeah.
So the Kings not only got a new coach, best coach in the league, but they also got Andre Miller for Ramon Sessions.
They got one of the best coaches ever. Well, the best coach to never win the big one ever in George Karl.
Yep.
And they got a mentor in Andre Miller. It's two good pieces to bring in to teach Cousins how to be fucking mature.
And is the mayor the best point guard that never won
Hall
the
of
big one?
Fame! Yeah, he is. He's the best point guard to never win the big one.
And he'll never get the Hall of Fame.
John Stockton, I guess, is the best to never win the big one.
He's white, though.
I will concede that.
Kendrick Perkins was traded to the Jazz. Surprising.
Remember when that guy was great in Boston and then has done nothing since?
Great's pushing it.
OKC brought him in to give them some toughness up front.
He's a big
He proved to be
puss.
the bigger bitch of the team.
He's a big puss. Yeah. He ended up buying out his contract and now has signed with the Cavs.
It's a good pickup for the Cavs. At least put a body.
Hopefully it was
put
cheap.
a body down there.
Yeah, hopefully it was a cheap pickup because he's worthless.
Right. I'm sure it is because he got the money for the buyout. And then just go in there for like $500,000.
500 G's, bitch.
Possibly win a title.
I doubt it's that cheap, but
it's not that cheap.
a mil, $1.5, somewhere around there.
The minimum's probably $1 million.
I think the veteran minimum is 900.
Yeah.
$1,000.
So,
anyways, moving on. Weird story. Chris Bosh gone for the season. Some sort of alien procedure.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it looks like a fucking alien.
A probe in his lung.
Yeah, he had a blood clot in his lung.
Sucks.
That's deadly.
Yeah, because if you looked at their starting lineup when they got Dragic, that looked like a playoff ready team all of a sudden.
Now he's calling up
Bosh
LA.
is gone, and he to me is the staple of that team at this point without
Which is sad,
LeBron there.
but
but he's a great player.
Wait, you
in
mean
Toronto he was great.
D-Wade can't hold that team.
His knee can't hold that team together. He was great in Toronto. I mean, he could have been the centerpiece of Miami if LeBron didn't come along. He kind of had to be the one that gave up a lot of what he did to fit in that team.
Well, let's see if he can pick it back up.
So yeah, well, blood clots need to go away first.
Right. That's scary shit. LaMarcus Aldridge out with a sprained thumb. It's the same one he had some ligament damage on, so it'll be interesting if
wasn't
it's
the
the
other
same
hand?
injury. No, I believe it's the same hand, left hand.
Okay. Then it doesn't matter.
Everything I read was the same one.
Okay.
But I guess it's being bad. And Anthony Davis, the unibrow, he is out with a nagging shoulder injury.
Sucks for him.
What a puss.
What
a puss.
He's having one of the best seasons ever.
Yeah.
But the shoulders hurt.
I don't know.
So
Kevin,
I guess not. Huh?
Yeah. Kevin Durant, he went on a rant against the media. Telling them that they don't know shit.
It was cool.
Yeah, says they don't know shit.
We enjoyed it.
Yeah, we liked it a lot.
We rallied behind him.
Yeah. Now he's apologizing. He's backtracking.
A
saying,
week later.
Can a guy, and this is a great thing, he didn't just say, can a guy get a bad day? Can a guy have 2 bad days in a row?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. I guess he can if he's on drugs. That's
right.
weird.
What a pussy. That's all I can say.
Just fucking own it.
Yeah, own it. Just
own that
Just
shit.
ignore it after the fact.
Hey, we're media, and we fucking loved it.
You know, some of those media are fucking assholes, though. They take things
they
way
are.
too personally. It's like, look, you're a nerd who gets paid way too much to do it.
Nerd. Yeah.
So shut up.
Shut the fuck up. Blake Griffin, his battery trial from Vegas has been moved to March 24th. Good news for Blake.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
They can figure out if they're in the playoffs or not, and he can go, all right, I can go to prison.
Blake's out right now, buddy.
Oh, yeah, he's hurt,
Yeah.
huh?
He
should have done the trial then.
I guess I don't think it was up to him. And another weird one. Former Trailblazer Jerome Kersey dies at the age of 52 of a blood clot
in the lung.
It's going around the league.
Yeah,
it's going around the league. It's
that's why
weird.
they freaked out about Bosch, because they're like, look, Kersey just died of this shit in the lung.
Yeah, people die from that shit all the time.
It moved from his leg to his lung.
It's weird how that works.
Done. I remember Kersey when I was a kid, man.
I remember Kersey a little bit. I was little, but I remember a little bit.
It's one of those things, though, that you remember him through your basketball cards. You're like, oh, Jerome Kersey. You look at his stats, you're like, oh, he's a great player. So as a kid, you have this inflated image of what these players were. And then I guess from what his lung is inflated with
games
blood. I did watch in the playoffs, that's where you really got to see Portland. They were great. He was great. So he was an underrated player.
How's that sound?
I miss it.
Yeah. Stupid cleanse. Oh, God. Yeah, so rest in pieces.
Who's down 13 pounds in a week? This guy.
I've lost 20 pounds, and I'm still drinking beer.
Not in a week.
Yeah, don't worry. You'll get it back when you start eating regular food again.
No.
Yep.
Because I already lost my cravings, so... I have.
Okay.
I have.
Not your cravings for dick.
No.
Oh, God. Speaking of cravings...
That's not fatty.
We all know... Protein.
That's a protein. It's good.
We all know you guys crave to do a little shopping on Amazon.
Oh, yeah.
And when you're going to do that, don't just go to Amazon.com. That's it's a little too easy. Go to thecherrystrike.com, click on the Amazon banner, or Amazon.thecherrystrike.com. Will not cost you a goddamn thing extra. Just kicks a little pennies in our direction.
Not only that,
little pennies.
While you're shopping on Amazon, you can also shop on our site because you got a new logo T-shirt up.
Got the new logo tee up. Looks pretty good.
Looks pretty nice.
Yeah.
I want to get one.
I have one.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, I'll have to show you.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. So, yes, Amazon.
You're going to take off that shirt first in front of me to show me the other shirt, right?
I had no other plans.
Nice.
Get your dollar bills ready. Get your dollar
worth it.
bills. Amazon.thecherrystrike.com. And, yes, if you go to thecherrystrike.com, you can click on our store and get yourself a fancy little T-shirt and all that good stuff. All right, let's. We actually have baseball stories. I'm sorry to those of you who don't like baseball.
What?
They're
¿Por
fun.
qué?
Yeah, we're good.
¿Por qué?
Me encanta baseball. Is that like?
I love. That's it. Love.
Yeah.
Me gusto.
Oh, it is. Yeah, me gusto. Me gusto pito.
Now, there's lots of teams throughout this land, but I'm proud to be a Cubby fan. Believe me, 84 was just the start. We're going to bring a pennant to this park. Hey, I'm a Cub fan.
He's a Cub fan.
And I'm a Bud man.
He's a Bud man.
I'm a butt man.
Holy cow. We'll win the series before we're through. Cub fans is...
Starting us off in the baseball direction, Gay Rod. 2 Gay Rod stories this week.
Oh,
First of all, he's trying to suck up. Well, I guess both stories he's trying to suck up. He shows up to camp 3 days early before anybody else, just the rookies.
There's only 2 ups he does. Suck up or shoot up, man.
Yeah.
Sucking up this week.
Mike's done for the night.
Hoping to shoot up next week.
Yeah. It won't be long. Well, he probably
He's like,
did shoot
when's
up.
the random test?
He swung at 71 balls. He had 6 home runs. So he's shooting up.
Yeah. Well, plus he's been off the on the shelf for a year. He's pretty healthy everywhere at this point.
That's true. Give it a week. Mm-hmm. And then he wrote a letter to the fans in his own handwriting. Which, by the way, did you hear about the analysis?
No.
Sports Nation, which I love, was talking about they had a handwriting expert, not them, someone else, analyze the letter, and they said not only does he have women's handwriting, the way he writes shows that he's pompous and arrogant. It's like, well, no shit.
No shit.
Though I beg to differ. That's not his handwriting. Who would actually believe that he handwrote this letter? He had an assistant write it for him who was probably a chick.
I could believe he did it because it's too easy to figure out if he didn't. And then
Where do you have a sample
he'd
of
be
his
back in the
writing?
news for something retarded again.
All he's got to do is have his stupid assistant write it while she's naked and showing her titties, and then he just signs it at the end. Then you have nothing to compare it
But
to.
if you have something to compare it to, it's just embarrassment for no reason.
Maybe.
I can see him doing it thinking, oh, people will love me if I do this because I'm pompous and I'm an asshole.
Maybe, whatever. Anyways, we have the letter here. It says, to the fans, I take full responsibility for the mistakes that led to my suspension for the 2014 season. I regret that my actions made the situation worse than it needed to be. To Major League Baseball, the Yankees, the Steinbrenner family, the Players Association, and you, the fans, I can only say, I'm sorry. And to the Steinbrenner family, here's a calzone. It's a Seinfeld.
Calzone!
George wants
Give me a calzone!
Steinbrenner wants a calzone. I accept the fact that many of you will not believe my apology or anything that I say at this point. You're right. I understand why, and that's on me. It was gracious of the Yankees to offer me the use of Yankee Stadium for this apology, but I decided the next time I'm in Yankee Stadium, I should be in pinstripes doing my job as a janitor. I served the longest suspension in the history of the league for PED use. The commissioner has said the matter is over. The Players Association has said the same. The Yankees have said